So when did the back pain start? Started at Target when I was working there at age 16. So I say it was my first job on paper because I'd done sort of odd jobs and chores and things around the neighborhood with family and friends before age 16. But when I turned 16, I quickly got a seasonal job at Target working in the warehouse, and I thought I was making a lot of money. It was like $8 or $8.50, so it was more than minimum wage. Got this stocking job, back room, and this was during the holiday season, and so there would be heavy objects that we need to lift, move around. And because I was under 18, I couldn't use the equipment, the forklifts in the back room. So I had to climb these really tall ladders. I don't know how tall they were, 20 feet, 30 feet, but there would be heavy objects at the very top. And so I'd have to climb these ladders, twist my body, and I'm 6'4", and grab these things and then balance it, like leaning back or twisting to the side or kind of holding on to it while I'm going back down this ladder. And it's concrete on the ground. Nobody's spotting you. So I easily could have died if I would have fell. I remember I slipped a couple times and went down a couple rungs on the ladder, and either caught the thing or just threw it or chucked it on a shelf. But I could have been horrible. I believe I was the only person under age 18 that was working that job. So I was the only one climbing up and grabbing these mini fridges and trees and things off the shelf, seasonal Christmas type stuff. And so that twisting caused this trauma induced scoliosis. And that's what I have. And I've had it since. It's excruciating. I describe it like if a bunch of people were stabbing me in the back at the same time. Like if 20 people had knives and they're all stabbing me in the back at the same time is kind of what it feels like. And you have to be stabbed, I guess, to know what that feels like. But I mean, being hit really hard, punched, it's excruciating. It's terrible. And this trauma has really changed my life. I mean, it's made it difficult to sit, stand, walk, do everyday normal things. But that's why I do the core stuff that I was talking about in the core workout. Try to stay mobile, positive. I didn't get any workers' comp for this, of course. And actually, I was let go from the seasonal job, and then I was stealing from Target at the time. And so they caught me stealing. They brought me into this side room and just grilled me. It's like from a movie. It was all dimly lit, and they had one or two people. I can't remember. One came in, and then the other one did some good cop, bad cop stuff. They weren't even police, but I was 16. I thought they were with the law or something. Grilling me, what did I all take, and this and that. We're going to charge you triple, charge you as an adult with a felony. So I admitted to taking some of these things. I don't know if it was even accurate. What checks did they do? But I wound up having to pay them thousands of dollars to cut into my college. My parents were already heavily garnishing my wages, but they increased it at this point. So I was paying basically everything I made from there into college to my parents. And I don't know what they were doing. They weren't great parents, but it really fucked me up. And of course, everywhere I've gone since then, I've been expunged, so I don't have to actually admit to doing this. But every job I've had since then, they look into it and accuse me of stealing whenever possible, make all kinds of stealing jokes. I was not stealing for fun. It was because I couldn't afford a car. I was trying to hustle and make some money and save up for a vehicle of my own because my parents wouldn't buy me one. I didn't have the money, of course. So I was stealing, hustling, slinging things out of my backpack in the street, at school, whatever, and made some money. But, again, I had to pay how much more back. And yeah, it was fucked up. Of course, like you're not going to feel bad for me for stealing or whatever. But yeah, I was poor and just trying to make some money so that I could drive around and be able to find more opportunities by way of vehicle. If you're unfamiliar, if you've always had access to a vehicle, if you come from the city or somewhere with a bus system as well, but I come from a part of town where we didn't have access to the bus and I didn't have a vehicle. So I had no way of getting around other than walking or biking. So whatever. But I mean, the back pain is horrible and it's stuck with me. It's been diagnosed. But since I'm functional, I'm able to work normally. I don't get disability or SSI or any of that kind of stuff. And I have to do a lot of cracking. You might have even heard that one, twisting and cracking and the neck and that. I've done, like the massages and all the exercises with the ball and the stuff that the trainer people say to do. I haven't tried chiropractic. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit afraid. I've heard good things, but I am a little scared that they're gonna fuck me up. I guess that's just paranoia. That's just gossip that they're out here paralyzing people. But my brother works at the hospital and he does X-rays and finds a lot of people with fucked up necks. Went to the chiropractor and that's where it's from. But I don't know how scientific his analysis is either. But I haven't tried the chiropractic thing seriously. That would be the next thing to try. I have a very fit core and lower back, like abs, obliques, lower back is fit. And the pain is like mid to lower back. It's like kind of throughout, but mid to lower back is the worst part. Yeah, Target fucked me up. It wasn't a good situation. That's what kind of launched my career on paper too, was this whole situation. The next job I got was at Finish Line. So I was in sales. I got out of the back room, kind of took my attention off of all these horrible things I was going through. People at school giving me shit. Coaches not putting me in the game because they heard I was a troublemaker. Some anonymous snitch, an anonymous tip got me. So I still don't know to this day who that was. All I know is that Danny Peterson got a job in security room there shortly after all this went down. We were always cool. I don't know why he would have been involved, but that's just a fact that I know. So yeah, still in debilitating back pain and I fucking hate Target.